Gentleman Reichel, Mr. Morrissey.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, speaking to the budget.
Gentleman has the floor.
Speaking to the Senate amendments. I've got this vision in my mind, and I can see it, and I heard it so many times during the session with the majority leader standing up and telling us, just decouple this budget from Medicaid expansion. And he said to us again and again and again, and we will come back and have that honest debate. Let's be clear what these two amendments do. It kills Medicaid expansion, probably for the next 2 years. And as I say that, I know that there are some people on the other side that are saying silently, hallelujah, we did it. There may even be toasts later on. There's others on the other side who probably are inconsolable about it, and I am in that latter camp. But let's be clear what exactly has taken place. And some of the senators said it over there earlier, where many of our members of this House were listening. What has now happened is we do not have Medicaid expansion. We were made certain promises, and the rug was pulled out from underneath us. Senator Sasslaw used several H words earlier: hubris, chutzpah, hypocrisy. But what was said, and what I think I said 4 months ago, is this. We have a policy, an insurance policy, that is the best, probably not just in the Commonwealth, but in the United States. The best policy. Part-time legislators with a wonderful, wonderful policy. And let's be clear about it. If one of our loved ones were ill, whether it's a child, and we've heard so many members talking about their children, as they should, or their wives, and if they needed an oncologist or a neurologist, or they had heart disease and they needed a cardiologist, let me tell you what they would do. They would do what comes natural. It would be part of our DNA. Get the best doctor possible. And what is just inexplicable, and what has taken place, is that there are 400,000 Virginians out there that don't even have that opportunity. I can't imagine if my 20-month-year-old needed an oncologist. I can't imagine what that pain would be like. But at least I would have the resources to do it. And there's all those Virginians that don't have that. And that's the hypocrisy. That we have as part-time legislators, we have a wonderful policy that taxpayers pay for, and we would deny it to other Virginians. The other senator, Senator Watkins, talked about not being proud, not being enamored with what we've done. But he said something, we can come back and we can discuss it. No, we can't. We passed this budget with these two Senate amendments. We will not come back to discuss Medicaid expansion. So that notion that was reiterated time and time again is just decouple it and we'll come back and have that honest debate was nothing other than utter nonsense. And let me tell you this, when it comes down, people are staying away from that AAA bond rating. Let me tell you this, if it comes down to my child who is ill, or we shrink away from a AAA bond rating, guess where I'm going to come down every time? On my child's health care. So speaking of hubris and taking some chutzpah, let me be the first to say it. Others may think it, I will say it. I hope that the chief executive officer of this state, who realizes and who has campaigned and who won an election promising Medicaid expansion, I hope he has the chutzpah to come back and veto this bill. I ask my colleagues on this side of the aisle and those people and those folks who have expressed before the sentiment that we do need to get these children and these parents that don't have health insurance coverage to vote no on these amendments. Thank you.